Hey Claire, sorry to bother you on your business trip, but there's something important we need to talk about.
Hi, Colleen. It's nice to hear from you. I feel like we haven't talked in ages. What can I do for you?
You know the house that you guys bought recently?
Yeah, I know the house. I bought it after all. What about it?
Actually, the other day I took my son Caden along and stopped by.
You stopped by? As in, you went to look at it?
What would be the point of that? We've seen a picture. No, we went inside.
You did? How?
You gave my mom a spare key, didn't you?
Spare key?
Yeah, we used that key to open the door and drop in.
I see. Why did you go in the house?
You're out of town on business, aren't you? We thought we'd do you the favor of taking a look around to make sure nothing was damaged or stolen.
Oh, well, thank you for being so considerate. You didn't need to do that, though. Is that all you wanted to tell me?
No, actually. While we were visiting the house, there was a little problem.
A problem? Could you please be more specific?
The house burned down.
What?
The new house that you bought burned down.
I saw your first text. The house burned down?
Yes, I'm afraid it did. My boy Caden loves fireworks, you see. While we were looking around, he all of a sudden wanted to set off a few of the ones we bought earlier in the day, so I let him.
Colleen, there's not enough space at that house to be launching fireworks. I'd have to check the local regulations, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
I'm no lawyer, so you'll have to ask an expert about the legalities. But you're absolutely right about there not being enough space. I thought you would have a decent-sized yard, but that little thing was barely even a patch of grass. I was afraid of what would happen if we hit one of the neighbors' houses. So, keeping safety in mind, I decided to let him set the fireworks off inside the house instead.
Inside? How is that safe?
I was careful not to hit any of the furniture or walls, but I guess Caden must have thrown one in the trash before it went out completely because while we were walking away, all of a sudden the house burst into flames. Oh, but don't worry. Me and Caden are totally fine.
Yes. How wonderful.
I'm sorry about that, Claire. Kids, right? Boys will be boys and all that. I know you won't hold it against him. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your business trip.
Hold it right there, Colleen. You can't just drop that bomb on me and walk away. This conversation is not over. I just bought that house a few weeks ago, and you burned it down. You're going to have to take responsibility for this.
Excuse me? You want me to take responsibility for something a child did?
Colleen, you burned down an entire house.
How many times do I have to tell you? I didn't do it. My son Caden did. I know someone who has never had kids wouldn't know this, but let me fill you in on a secret. Kids make mistakes.
Kids make mistakes would fly if we were talking about a broken window or something. But this is on an entirely different level. I keep saying this because I'm still in shock, but Colleen, you and your son burned down a house.
Oh, and before you ask, just because you don't have a house anymore doesn't mean you can stay with my parents. There's just no space for you guys here since me and Caden are living with my mom and dad.
This can't be happening.
I don't know, if you think about it, I bet there's a perfectly good reason for it to be happening. Like, for example, the most likely explanation of divine punishment.
Divine punishment? Divine punishment for what? Exactly what have I done to merit God going out of his way to burn down a house?
You're shirking off a woman's sacred responsibility to have children. And you don't even do much housework either. You spend all your time at your job. And yet you have the nerve to go and buy a big fancy house for yourself? That's worth at least having your house burned down, probably more.
That doesn't even make a bit of sense.
You know what would be sensible? You and my brother downsizing and moving into a smaller apartment. Maybe if you spent more time in contact with each other, you might actually make a kid or two. Oh, but I guess your hopes of getting pregnant at your age are pretty slim, aren't they? Anyway, you should probably look online for a new house to live while you're out of town. You don't want to be homeless when you get back, right? Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later, Claire.
Good morning, Sally. I hope I'm not bothering you, but do you have a minute?
For my favorite daughter-in-law, of course.
I'm your only daughter-in-law, but thank you.
Oh, weren't you out of town on business right now?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, you really are a workaholic, you know that. And I mean that in a good way. It makes me proud to see a woman doing her best to leave her mark in the business world.
Oh, Sally, really, I'm nothing special. The only reason I'm able to focus on my work so much is all your help.
Oh, I haven't done all that much for you. But then you went and bought that house. Now that is incredible.
Actually, that house is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, is something the matter with it?
I got a text from Colleen a little while ago, and I know this may come as a shock, but the house was burned down.
Burned down? As in it's gone? Oh, what on earth happened?
Colleen and her son happened. They went to visit the house together to look around, according to Colleen, and they started a fire.
And that fire was what burned down the house? Oh, you must be joking.
Honestly, Sally, I really wish that I was joking. To be fair, though, I haven't actually confirmed what she told me myself. She literally just texted me about it a few minutes ago, and I thought I should let you know as soon as possible.
But I don't understand. How did Colleen get in the house?
Apparently, she used the key that I gave you.
Oh, that girl. What has she gone and done this time?
That's what I'd like to know. My next order of business is to contact the police department to see if what she said about the house is true. I have to say, though, Colleen didn't seem the least bit sorry when I talked to her. If anything, it was like she was rubbing it in my face.
I don't know if I told you, but the reason she's back living with us is because her ex-husband ditched her. And ever since then, it's like she's taken every opportunity possible to badmouth you to us. I don't know what it is, but I think she has it in for you over something.
You might be right, but her reasons for hating me aren't going to change the facts on the ground. Someone has to pay for this.
Of course. But the first step is to simply find out what on earth happened.
My thoughts exactly. I'll have it looked into.
Please do, dear, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. You've already done so much for us already.
I'm glad to do whatever I can for you, so you don't need to feel bad about anything. Hello again, Colleen. Well, I just got a call from the fire department a little while ago, and it's just like you said. The house was burned to a crisp. A total loss.
Why did you bother talking to them when I already told you everything you needed to know? You should be finding a new house for yourself.
So I guess you have absolutely no intentions to apologize to me then?
Excuse me? Apologize? Are you telling me you expect an apology over what happened to the house?
What happened to the house was that the entire thing burned to the ground. So yeah, I think that does merit an apology, don't you?
I have never, in all my life, met such a heartless, soulless monster as you. Have you forgotten that this is a child that we're talking about? Caden is only 8 years old. Are you going to make an 8-year-old boy get on his hands and knees and beg you for forgiveness?
I'm aware that, according to you, Caden was possibly responsible for starting the fire. I'm also aware that, depending on their age, children can't be held responsible for all of their actions. However, I am further aware that in the event a child cannot be held responsible for their actions, the responsibility falls to their parents. I think that goes without saying.
I don't believe this. Now you're saying you want me to apologize for something I didn't even do? Caden is the one who started the fire, not me. I had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Are you listening to yourself? You have a child, Colleen. Think about the influence your behavior right now will have on Caden.
What did you say? Listen, you barren busybody. I don't want to hear any critiques on my parenting from a woman who has never even given birth. You are such a pompous, stuck-up Karen, always bragging about your successful career and looking down on me.
I have been aware for quite some time that you're jealous of my lifestyle. What is it about the fact that I have a career that's so offensive to you?
I'll have you know that I quit my job because I had to take care of my child and my home. You never had any of that to deal with, so you can quit rubbing it in my face. You want to impress me? Try changing a diaper.
Oh, please. I've never rubbed it in your face.
And just for the record, if Caden had never been born, I would have kept working in my old job. And by this point, I would be way more successful and make infinitely more money than you are now.
Seriously, listen to yourself. You're still blaming everything on your child. Would you knock that off already? I'm starting to feel sorry for poor Caden.
You keep my son's name out of your filthy little mouth, Claire. I don't ever want to speak to you again. Go and find a new house as far away from us as possible. And one more thing, you are never allowed to visit my parents again. Ever. You are not a member of this family, and you never will be.
You've crossed the line, Colleen. I have tried so many times to get you to see reason, but you still refuse to take responsibility for yourself. Well, fine, be that way. But I'm not going to sit back and let you get away with this. I just got a picture of the house from the neighbors. Well, what's left of it anyway. It really is completely gone. It's like there was never a house there to begin with.
Yeah, I'll bet. You should have seen the flames. It was a roaring inferno. So you get it now, right? Your house is gone. Find a new one in another country would be great. And tell that to my brother, too, while you're at it.
It's really a shame.
Yeah, for you. It's not my problem in the least.
You think I'm the one who's the most hurt by this? I feel bad for your mom and dad. They were really excited about that house.
My parents? Why are you dragging them into this?
Why wouldn't they feel down? That was the house that I had bought especially for them.
What? What are you talking about? I thought that was your house. It is your house, right?
No, it's not. My husband and I have our own house. No, we bought this house to give it to your parents. We had planned for them to be able to spend the rest of their lives in that house, so it was fully equipped with everything senior citizens could need. The whole house is wheelchair accessible. There's a health monitor system set up in every room in case of falls. It's basically got everything a nursing home would provide for them.
No way. I mean, why would you buy them a house? They already have one.
Not for long. They were planning to move really soon. They already found an owner for the land, so they were going to have the house demolished within the next few weeks. You mean to tell me you didn't notice?
Well, now that you mention it, I guess they have been packing a lot of their stuff into boxes lately.
But that effort all went to waste, sadly. I mean, they have no house to move into anymore. Now we're going to have to find them a temporary residence until we decide what to do next.
This is all a lie, isn't it? You're trying to trick me. It's not going to work.
Sorry to say, but I'm being completely honest right now. I could hear your mom's heart break through my phone when I texted her the news about the fire.
No, I don't believe it. That can't be true.
If you won't take my word for it, why don't you ask your mom yourself? She'll tell you I'm telling the truth. Anyway, I'm far too busy to be wasting time talking to you. I have a ton of paperwork to do thanks to you.
Whatever. Fine, I'll go talk to my mom right now, and I know she's going to tell me you're full of it.
Whatever you say, Colleen.
Hey, Mom, we need to talk. Did you hear that Claire's new house burned down? I did, Colleen. Thanks to you, I won't be moving into that beautiful house anymore. What the? No, it wasn't me. It was Caden. Still making excuses, are we? Let's just set that aside for now, okay? Claire told me that she was giving that house to you guys, but that's not true, is it? Like, she's making that all up, right? And what makes you think she would lie about that? Well, I mean, think about it. She's not even a family member. Why would an outsider like her go out of her way to buy you guys a house? You may not consider her to be part of our family, but Claire disagrees. In fact, if you ask her, I'm sure she would tell you that she sees us as every bit her own family. Wait, so then she's telling the truth? That's right. Claire bought that house as a gift for your father and I. You know how old our house is, don't you? It's starting to fall apart at the seams. Something new breaks just about every week lately. And we're not getting any younger, so there's a limit to the things that your father can fix by himself. So Claire decided to start saving up money in order to buy that house for us. There's no way she just did that out of the kindness of her heart. She must want something from you in return. You mean you think she had some ulterior motive? Obviously, yeah. That's the only way what she did would make sense. Why would she give you a whole frickin' house? Claire tells us it's to pay us back. Pay you back for what? You see, Claire's father runs a business that fell into major trouble a while ago, and he ended up deep in debt to keep it afloat. Not only that, one day he signed everything over to her and vanished, leaving her responsible to pay off his debts. What? Well, what about her mom? She died when Claire was very young. She doesn't even remember her face or voice. So Claire was betrayed by the only parent she ever knew, and then abandoned. She's been working herself to the bone in order to pay it all back, That continued even after she married your brother. She was spending all her time working and doing the housework. We couldn't stand seeing her struggle like that, so we decided to help her. Your father and I talked it over, and we offered to pay off her debt for her." "You what? You did all that for someone who's not even your own daughter?" "Claire has always been sweet and kind to us ever since we first met. She may not be our biological daughter, but your father and I love her dearly. And even after we paid off her debts, she continued working just as hard as before. She paid us back every cent that we paid for her. In addition, she wanted to show us her appreciation by buying that house for us." "No way. That's insane. I don't believe it." "I was thrown back too. After all, she'd already paid us back in full, and now she wants to buy us a house on top of it? Oh, I felt terrible accepting it. But she said that nothing would make her happier than to do this for us, and insisted. And now all of that hard work was for nothing, thanks to you." "Mom, wait, don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not like I burned down the house on purpose or anything. It wasn't even my fault at all. Caden's the one who did it." "Tell me, Colleen, whose decision was it to go to that house?" "Well, Caden said he wanted to see it." "I see. Caden's fault again, is it? If that's the case, why did you go without telling me anything? The key to that house was on my keyring, which I keep on my dresser. It seems to me that you wanted to see it. You should have asked me to come along. But no, you stole the key and went on your own. Why is that, Colleen?" "Because you seemed like you were busy with other stuff. I didn't want to bother you." "Was I too busy for you to ask me for permission to use my key? Be honest, you were deliberately hiding it from me, weren't you?" "No, that's not true." "You can deny it if you like, but as far as I'm concerned, you're no longer any daughter of mine." "What? Mom, what are you saying?" "You have no idea how hard Claire worked or how much she sacrificed to buy that house for us. All the late nights and early mornings she was working her life away, all because she wanted to do this act of kindness for us. And then you came along and trampled all over her feelings and ours. No one who would so coldly do a thing like that is welcome in my house. This is the end for you, Colleen. Never come back to our house again. You are dead to us." "No, Mom, you can't do this. I won't let you." "You can't stop me. My mind is made up. And I don't care to talk to you about this or anything else anymore. Erase my number from your phone because I won't answer any more calls or texts from you." "Look what you've done to me. Thanks to you, my parents are kicking me out of their house. They're disowning me."
What I've done to you? Sorry, Colleen, but your relationship with your parents has nothing to do with me.
"Yes, it does. This is all your fault. If you hadn't kept it a secret that you were really buying that house for my parents, then..."
Then what, Colleen? What would you have done differently if I told you? You would have no doubt told me that I had no right to give such a gift to your parents, am I right? You probably would have accused me of trying to show you up, too.
"I wouldn't have said anything like that."
It's not like I'm doing this to show off or anything. It didn't concern you, so I didn't tell you. That's all. Oh, but that's not what you were about to say, was it? You were about to say, then I wouldn't have burned down the house. Isn't that right?
"No, that's not true at all. But that's not important right now. What about my parents? Where are they going to live now? They've already sold the land, right? So they'll have to move no matter what."
You don't need to worry about them. My husband already found the two of them a nice apartment. He's talking to them about it right now.
"Oh, okay. And, what about me?"
Like, I know. Go find your own place to live, preferably somewhere far, far away from here.
"But you don't understand. I can't live on my own. My jerk husband abandoned me and left me with nothing. I have nowhere to go."
I fail to see how that's my problem or my responsibility. You're a big girl. Take care of your own problems. If you hadn't burned that house down, then you might have been able to live there with them, but that possibility went up in smoke.
Okay, I get it. You win. I'll have Caden come and apologize to you. So can you please let us stay in your house for just a little while? That's what you wanted, isn't it? An apology?
What I want right now is for you to stop blaming your child for every last one of your actions.
My actions? I don't know what you mean.
The police called me just before you texted me. They told me their investigation was already complete.
They did? And, what did they say, out of curiosity?
It seems the fire started in the garbage. One of the fireworks you used wasn't completely out when you threw it away. That was a spark that lit the flame that resulted in the whole house burning down.
Oh, then it's exactly like I told you.
Not exactly. It seems that you weren't aware of this, but that house has a state-of-the-art security system. There are cameras on the front porch, the deck, the back door, and inside each and every room. That means we could see your every move for as long as you were inside.
There were cameras?
I told you. Their intent was to detect falls, but they activate with any movement. We have a video that's now in police custody of you and Caden in the kitchen. He never touched a single firework. You lit about 10 sparklers, immediately set them down in the garbage can, then grabbed Caden by the hand and ran out. You didn't even wait for them to go out or anything. You know what that means?
It means that I made a mistake, that's all.
No, it means that you deliberately set that fire. You wanted to burn my house down.
No, I didn't. You're just making things up.
I'm not making it up. That's what the detective on the case told me personally. It seems they're working on issuing a warrant for your arrest as we speak.
They're gonna arrest me? But I didn't do anything. It was all Caden's idea. He made me light those sparklers.
If you think that excuse is so good, go ahead and tell it to the judge and see what he thinks. But in the meantime, this is actually great news for you.
How is this anything but terrible news?
You were worried about having a place to live, right? Well, then you're in luck. You're going to have free accommodations for the next 15 to 20 years.
No, they can't make me go to jail. I don't want to get arrested.
Well, it's like it or not. You're going to receive a less than pleasant visit from the boys in blue in the near future. I would suggest you do as I say and go quietly. You don't want to add any extra time to your already lengthy prison sentence, do you? Oh, and don't worry about Caden. He'll be living with us while you're preoccupied with the criminal justice system.
Hello there, Claire. It's been a while, huh?
Wow, Colleen. They let you out of prison?
Yeah, they did. It's been a long, long 2 years.
Is that really all they stuck you with? You should count yourself lucky. If it were arson, you would have been looking at least 5 years. I guess your lawyer must have arranged for you to plead down to reckless burning then?
Yes, he said that was my best possible option, but that's not really what I want to talk about right now.
Oh, yeah? Well, then why are you contacting me? Don't tell me. You're not going to ask me to let you live with us, are you?
Heavens no, I would never dream of doing that. No one came to visit me while I was in jail. Not you, not my brother, not even my parents or any other family members. So I'm more than aware of how you all feel about me anymore. I've decided that I'm going to stand on my own 2 feet from now on.
I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
I was a pretty impressive businesswoman myself, you know. If I'd kept on working, then I would be making at least the same amount you make right now. It's just that things happen, you know? Things like getting pregnant. If not for that...
I hate to interrupt the stream of consciousness, but what did you want to talk to me about?
It's about Caden.
While
I've been in jail, you and my brother have been taking care of Caden for me, haven't you?
That's right. I told you we'd take good care of him, and I kept my word.
And I'm very appreciative of that. If not for you, he would have been shoved into some sort of foster care nightmare. But that's all over with now. I'm out of jail. I'm coming to pick up my son now. I'm taking him back to live with me from now on.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
What? You're not going to give my son back to me? What are you saying, Claire?
My husband, your parents and I have been talking since you've been in jail about what would be best for Caden's future. We decided that we can't allow him to go back to living with you.
You're out of your mind. You have no right to keep my son away from me. He's my son. Just because you never had any kids of your own doesn't mean you can just steal mine away from me. I will never let you keep him from me. Do you hear that?
I hear you, Colleen. I thought you'd say that. But it's like I said, this is the best thing for Caden's future.
What's best for his future? You think ripping him away from his loving mother is what's best for his future?
Loving? You never loved him, not even once. For starters, if you had, then you would never have tried to make him the fall for your crime.
What?
I told you we saw everything, and we heard it all too. Caden didn't want to do fireworks inside the house. He was scared. He wanted to do it outside. But you dragged him into the kitchen, kicking and screaming, while you put those sparklers in the garbage. Then, when all was said and done, you pushed all of the blame for the fire onto him. So no, I don't think you're a very loving mother at all, and I will never let you have Caden back.
That's not true. I mean, I didn't intend to do that anyway.
You lied to me, Colleen. Everything you said about what happened that day was a lie. And just so you know, Caden feels absolutely awful about what happened. He had to sit by and watch while the flames got bigger and hotter. It was terrifying for him. He actually feels like it was partially his fault, just for being there. You've caused him an unspeakable amount of emotional pain. Parents are supposed to protect their children, but you used Caden as a human shield.
I didn't mean to.
And furthermore, we're honoring Caden's wishes by keeping him from you.
You can't mean.
That's right. Caden doesn't want to live with you anymore. He's already 10 years old. He's attending an elementary school close to our house, and he's loving every day. He may not be at the age of emancipation yet, but he's old enough to make decisions for himself. We asked him multiple times about where he wants to go, and he answered the same way every time. He wants to stay with us. We talked to your ex-husband too, but he's remarried now and says he doesn't want a kid from his past marriage to interfere with his current one. Nice guy you married, huh, Colleen? So that means it falls to us to take care of him, and that's a burden we'll gladly bear. So don't come around interfering in his life any longer.
You can't be serious. This means that I've lost everyone. I'm all alone.
That's exactly right. And more importantly, it's all your fault too. So you have no choice but to accept the consequences of your actions. If you want to live the rest of your life working to make amends for all the people you've hurt with your callous selfishness. Hi there, Sally. I wanted to let you know Colleen got out of prison today.
Oh my goodness, she did?
Yeah, she texted me a little while ago. She told me she wanted to take Caden back from us.
Oh, that foolish little girl. After all she's done to that poor boy. I'm so terribly sorry, Claire. Colleen is my daughter and my responsibility. I must have spoiled her too much.
No, please, Sally, don't apologize. All of this is entirely on Colleen's shoulders. And it isn't just me who says that either. My husband and even Caden all think the same way. And besides, I'm your daughter too. And I turned out pretty well, wouldn't you say?
Yes, that's right, Claire. You are every bit my daughter, and I am very proud of you.
Are you guys busy this weekend? If not, why don't you come by the house? Caden has been saying that he wants to see his grandma lately.
Is that right? Well, you tell that little darling boy that his grandma is on her way.
With no husband, no parents, no siblings, and no children to support her, Colleen was left with no choice but to look for work and live on her own. However, between her age, her criminal record, and her horrid personality, she has been having a pretty hard time finding a place to take her on for a full-time position. Due to her unstable work situation, she also couldn't find an apartment that would rent to her without a guarantor. So, she had to take whatever job she could that also provided employee housing. In her case, that was a small motel in the outskirts of town. It's a small motel, but she was the only employee, meaning she had to get up early every morning, stay up late every night, and be on call practically 24/7. She didn't even work that hard before quitting after having Caden, so the sudden rush of difficult work was a real shock to her system. Also, her boss was not exactly the easiest to work with. In the end, she just couldn't handle it, so one night she just up and left without saying a word to anyone. After that, she went back to doing anything she could to make money. If there was a now hiring sign in the window, she applied. Her employment difficulties continued. However, she had to take on debt to make ends meet. And once she was no longer able to make payments on that debt, she vanished. I don't know what happened to her after that. As for me, I'm currently enjoying every day of life with my husband and Caden. Colleen vanishing was actually a blessing in disguise for us, because that made it easier for us to officially adopt Caden as our son. We would have had to spend thousands of dollars and probably years in court to take custody away from her otherwise. And as for my parents, the apartment we rented for them while we looked for more permanent accommodations for them was catered toward seniors. They had a 24-hour support network and enjoyed living around other people of their own age group. They enjoyed it so much, in fact, that they told us we could stop looking for a new place. They liked it just fine where they were. Now that things have settled down around here, I'd like to use my newfound free time to support my family to the best of my ability.